Yes, this is for the web, and you guys, I mean, we have unlimited amounts of time, so you talk about whatever you want. But is it true that you're on tour, you were at a gig last night, and you drove overnight?
Yeah, we were fresh off the bus about 8 hours ago, and here we are. We got up about 4:30, 5 o'clock this morning to get ready and come here, jam out.
Is that just the tour life?
Well, he said fresh off the bus 8 hours ago. Actually, we got into town this morning to shower at 5 o'clock. And then took a quick shower and then drove down here, they gave us 2.5 minutes, I think, to sound check for the show. And then we did that, so we're looking really fresh right now.
You guys look great, but I'm not going to lie, in the production meeting yesterday, they were worried that you guys might not make it on time. Yeah, but you did, and you proved them wrong. And this is so exciting. You're releasing a new album, right?
Yes.
Tell me about it.
Party Heard Around the World is the name of the record.
How did you come up with that name?
Well, it was easy because that's actually one of the songs on the album, and it really reflects kind of where we are in our career. I mean, we're kind of the party band. I mean, you come out to one of our shows, it rocks from the beginning to the very end. It actually just gets even harder rocking at the end of it, so it's very fitting.
Yeah. And you guys have had great reviews about this, latest album. How does that make you feel?
Makes you feel really good. I mean, we've spent a lot of time writing every song, and we've produced it ourselves in the studio, so it really makes you feel good when you know that you put your heart into something and people enjoy it. So it's kind of cool.
Yeah, and just, for our audience, because I want to, talk about all the things that you've done, just in case they don't know already. You guys have been around since 1995, or that's when you first started making hits, and one of your most famous songs is Amazed, and that it was on the country charts and Billboard's Hot 100. So you guys have fans on, pop music, from the pop genre, country genre. Why do you think you appeal to both?
Michael, tell her why we appeal to everyone.
Come on, Michael.
I think it's because, we all, as a band, we have a lot of different influences, not just, just country. We have rock influences, pop influences, you name it. Cody even has rap influences. So, I think what comes out of our music is just a bunch of stuff that kind of appeals to everybody. It's not just, your grandfather's country, and it's not just hard rocks. It's somewhere in the middle, and I think we appeal to that group of people that likes a lot of different kinds of music.
Yeah, definitely. And Cody,
oh no,
you're the newest guy on this band. You came in 2007. So were you, kind of intimidated because you had big shoes to fill?
I was a little nervous about trying to remember all the words to every song, but because I had to cram a lot in pretty quick. But as far as filling shoes, they didn't want me to, try to be like him. They wanted me to be myself, and it worked out great. We all meshed well, and I mean, we were friends fast, so it turned out good. I was a little worried at first, but not.
And were you afraid that the fans, because you guys have such a big fan base, that the fans would not accept you?
I was just keeping my fingers crossed and kind of hoping for the best on that one. You never really know what you're going to get with fans sometimes, coming into something that's been around for such a long time. And, I guess, I could see their point of view if they didn't like the change, but I'm glad they do.
So how's he doing?
He's doing great. He's doing great. It really has been, I'll just speak for myself, the most fun I've had in our career. I mean, our shows, the people are showing up. Like last night, there was probably 8,000 people there, and just rocking out with us every night. And at the end of the day, live is what we love the most. I mean, making music, writing songs is all great, and going in the studio and recording them, but our live show is really what it's always been about. And Cody brings such a great energy that the three of us have always felt like we've got, high energy, but Cody, he makes us actually have to turn it up another notch or two.
Wow. What inspired you for this album? What makes it different from the rest of your albums?
Keach, what inspired us, buddy?
Well, I think, I don't know, the hardest thing I think in music is to top the last thing that you did, to come up with something fresher and newer and all that. And of course with Cody in the band, he's been in the band for over 2 years now. So it's really not anything like brand new or anything, but definitely getting in the studio and working with Cody and having the album be band produced, that's new, So I think with every album there's something new, that we bring, and that's what keeps us going.
Yeah. Well, that's great. Now, I always wonder, what song did you guys play for the early show today from your new album?
We start out the tease, the tease. We did Party Heard Around the World, which is the title track to the record. Then we did You're the Reason Why, which was our first single off of the Party Heard Around the World CD. And
Keep that title in there.
Party Heard Around. Listen, I would never do shameless plugs talking about a record like Party Heard Around the World that you can get anywhere. I mean, if you can go to any store and buy it, you can go on iTunes or Rhapsody. You can go to one of our shows and buy it, and we actually sign those CDs. Or you can go to LoneStarNow.com, which is our website, and there's a little link on there where you can buy it. But I would never talk about Party Heard Around the World and those shameless
Say it 10 times.
things. No.
But
I can't do it. Party Heard Around the World.
Okay.
I can't.
But my question
What's
is,
the last song on the record?
Party Heard Around the World?
my question is, how do you determine which song to release first? You know, I feel like with artists and bands, that's how you do. Well, there you go, guys. This is an insider. No, seriously, is it just random to?
It appears so.
For this band, it is.
No, it's really it's a hard decision, particularly on this record. I mean, we put some songs up on our MySpace and our Facebook, and we let our fans hear some clips of songs and said, "Hey, what do you think?" You know, we asked people that we trust in the industry, and then of course that we have to go with our gut too. And it's a tough decision, because, especially since we as a band wrote 8 of the 10 songs on the album, Party Heard Around the World. And so it really makes
Party Heard Around the World.
It makes it hard to pick. It's like saying, which one of your kids do you like the best? But, you know, eventually there's always going to be a favorite, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, song, not kid.
Now, we're not going to go there.
Love you both.
Now, you guys have been around for a long time, and you've seen the music industry go through so many changes. I mean, how has that affected you?
Changes in the industry. Does it affect us?
You know, I mean, no more record CDs, and now it's all iTunes.
Well, I think it affects everybody in the country is affected by the economy, and that affected the music industry, and technology changing affected the music industry. I think our bread and butter has always been touring, and so our main part of our gig, our shows, really hasn't changed as much, other than just the way people get our music. So they can get it online now instead of going to stores. I think that's the biggest.
They can get online, Party Heard Around the World. All right.
LoneStarNow.com and get that Party Heard.
All right, you guys have said it enough. No, well, thank you so much for stopping by. We really appreciate it, and it's been great.
One thing straight? You can never say Party Heard Around the World enough. You just said we've said enough. You can never say Party Heard Around the World enough, or LoneStarNow.com enough. You can't say it enough.
I think that'll be imprinted on their minds. Well, thank you so much, you guys. Thank you. Bye.